And in this episode today I'm going to be making a Madras Satay Curry. It's to make 6 portions, but that doesn't matter because if there's just the one or the two of you, you can either put it in the fridge for the next day or you can freeze it for a later date. I'm going to be using chicken today, but you can use pork or not put any meat in at all and just have the vegetarian version. So let's go straight to the ingredients, shall we? Olive oil, 1 large chopped onion, salt and pepper. We've got 6 cloves of garlic been chopped, 300 grams of chicken or pork or no meat at all if you was doing the vegetarian version. We've got the peanut butter, you can have the crunchy or the smooth, it doesn't matter, and that's 3 heaped dessert spoons. 75 millilitres of dark soy sauce, 1 can of coconut milk, black mustard seeds 1 teaspoon, 3 teaspoons of Madras curry powder, 1 teaspoon of ground turmeric, 2 teaspoons of ground coriander, 4 bay leaves, 8 cardamom pods, 3 basket of fire chilies which were grown in the garden, but you can use dry chilies if you wanted to. And there is 3 teaspoons of ginger puree. You can use ground ginger or fresh ginger if you like. A tin of chickpeas, 1 large courgette, 200 to 250 grams of chestnut mushrooms, 1 large red pepper, maple syrup for sweetening. You can also use brown sugar if you do so wish, and then a bit of lemon at the end to just give it a bit of a zest. Okay, so now I'm going to add about 75 millilitres of this dark soy sauce. This is a 150 milliliter bottle, so I'm just going to put about half the bottle in. Ooh, spilt a bit. Yeah, that'll do. And now I'm going to pour in the tin, all of the tin of the coconut milk. And then we're going to blend this. Okay. Now we're going to put some olive oil in to the wok. And then we're going to put our chopped onions in. I'll get these onions to soften down so and brown them a little bit. Now I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning, a bit of pepper, some salt, okay, these onions have softened down nicely now, they're starting to get a little bit of colour in. So now I'm going to add the chopped garlic and the black mustard seeds. And I'll do that and I'll give them a few minutes and then I'll add the chicken. Now what I do is that I just put the onions towards the back of the wok. I'll add a little bit more oil. And then I add the chicken. And I do that to seal the chicken. Okay, so I'm now going to mix it all. Okay, so I'm now going to add the mushrooms. Courgette. And the red pepper. And stir that in. And what I do, I get the spatula underneath and I just shovel it over and move the wok round. Like so. And let that cook for a few moments. I'm now going to add the spices. I've put them all into one bowl just to make this a little bit quicker really. So here we go, we just sprinkle those in. Then again, turn it over. Smells very aromatic. Now I've left the spices to infuse into the vegetable and the meat, and I'm now going to put the ginger in, puree. Now that that's cooked down a little, we're going to add the satay sauce now. Then just mix that in. And bring it up to temperature. Right, I'm going to take the heat off of this now. And put it onto a smaller ring. So it will just simmer. Right, I'm just going to put some lemon juice in, just to give it a little bit of zesty flavour. Stir that in. And then the next thing to do is to sweeten it. Okay, so it's time now to put some, to sweeten it up a bit. I use maple syrup. You can use brown sugar, but it's preferences. So what I normally do is just taste. I definitely need sweetening. Pour the maple syrup in. And just mix that in. and then taste again. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's just right. So I think it's now time to just get this to simmer for about 10 minutes, and then meanwhile I'm going to put some easy cooked rice on. You can use rice, any different types of rice. You could use noodles, whatever you like. You can put this satay with pretty much anything like that. Okay, so get the rice on. Right, so I've just made some easy cooked rice. So I'll just dish myself a portion of the satay. So, I hope you've enjoyed this episode on how to make a Satay Madras Curry. I'm going to leave the ingredients and the procedure after this so you can screenshot it. So until next time, thank you for watching.